There's a military buildup of sorts underway in Greenland. Today, our MS Now team in Greenland spotted a Danish military patrol vessel in Nuuk, the capital of the Danish territory, as Denmark's Ministry of Defense announced it would continue exercises there along with NATO allies. In Washington, Vice President J.D. Vance and Secretary of State Marco Rubio met with officials from Denmark and Greenland this morning, just hours after President Trump reiterated his position, posting on Truth Social, that anything less than Greenland in the U.S.'s hands would be, quote, unacceptable. Just a short time after that meeting with Vance and Rubio, the Danish Foreign Affairs Minister reacted to the president.
For us, ideas that would not respect territorial integrity of the Kingdom of Denmark and the right of self-determination of the Greenlandic people are, of course, totally unacceptable. And we therefore still have a fundamental disagreement, but we also agree to disagree.
Joining us now from Greenland's capital of Nuuk, MS Now reporter Ines de la Cuetara. Ines, you've seen the buildup. Isn't it extraordinary? Or I wonder what are officials there telling you about a NATO buildup? Is it to deter non-NATO threats, or is it to send a message to the U.S.?
Yeah, Katie, I mean, I think there's a few reasons for it, but certainly very striking what we're hearing from the Danish Ministry of Defense today, announcing that Denmark will be ramping up its military presence in and around Greenland. They put out a statement just as that key meeting in D.C. was about to get underway. In that statement, they say geopolitical tensions have spread to the Arctic. The government of Greenland and the Danish Ministry of Defense have therefore decided to continue the Danish armed forces' increased activity in Greenland in close cooperation with NATO allies. From today, there will be an expanded military presence in and around Greenland. Arctic Command said that they had already sent 2 transport planes that landed in Nuuk today, and we're also learning that other NATO countries are going to be sending in reinforcements. So Sweden's prime minister saying that Swedish troops had arrived in Greenland today. Norway says it's mapping out how to cooperate more closely with allies in Greenland, and then France also saying that it's going to be sending a ship to the Arctic region. So we're working to find out more in terms of who will be participating, what kind of resources will be sent. But clearly today, NATO allies, EU countries wanting to show that, one, they can bolster security. They're trying to ease the president's concerns. We've heard time and time again from President Trump that he is, worried about Russian and Chinese threats in the Arctic, and that's why he wants Greenland for national security reasons. So, NATO allies today wanting to show that they can bolster security in the region, and I think trying to ease the president's concerns, but also trying to deter the U.S. from taking action.
Yeah, that is what's extraordinary here. So even if they are trying to deter or send a message to a non-NATO threat, sending a message also to a NATO ally is something extraordinary and unusual. I find it striking that we have the president of the United States and, Denmark arguing over a territory of Greenland. What do Greenlanders say they want to happen next?
Yeah, they're really shocked. And I mean, we heard it there from the Danish foreign minister after that meeting. He actually said it was quite emotional for Denmark to find itself in this position with one of its closest allies to be facing this kind of pressure from the U.S. And that's certainly something we've been hearing from Greenlanders, in the last few days that we've been here just talking to people. They're really worried. They're taking this very seriously, especially after Venezuela. They're frustrated. I think many of them just want to be left alone by President Trump. I will say this is a very peaceful, remote country. And so there's also a sense that they don't want to see a military buildup in this region. So lots of concerns. And yeah, something we've heard time and time again is that Greenlanders don't want to be Americans. They don't want to be Danes. They want to be Greenlanders, Katie.